A good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Mayfield now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A short throw to Musgrave. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 15. That one good for 37 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it'll...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another. And only coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Project,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Bucs had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Point it right, point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A loss loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Throwing Nix. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden from 17 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set. 180. Hey, alert, alert.
Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
King.
Mayfield with it once more. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. Formations galore here. Second and a few inches.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, point it right.
And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are once again back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's handling it across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Point it right. King. What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. Quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka 51 yards. And the Buccaneers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Packers 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Nix to the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And they get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Packers.
To throw, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Bo Nix, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That went out wide and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Real.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
On play action, here's Nix. Now he's free at the 35.
And he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Here's Nix.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson jostles free. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Play fake. Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
At the 21-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
180! Pistol.
Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return is Williams. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta lose ourselves and live in the moment.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson on its poke free. Football's held. And this is going to be Packer football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake, Nix. That's a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
180!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15.
Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Quay Walker
Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.